welcome to this week's Raw Recap. As always, in these recap videos, we go over everything you need to know on these important episodes of WWE, and I give my overall thoughts on the show, what I liked, what I didn't like, and you guys can leave me your thoughts on the show down in the comments below. But before we get into it, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and go follow the socials, and the links to those will be in the description of this video. But now that that's all out of the way, let's get right on into the Raw Recap. Alright everybody, what a banger to kick off the night, man. The new World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins and his faction. Or is it just his faction now? We'll break that down in a few moments here. But he comes down to the ring. We start with Paul Heyman. And man, dude, they ripped off Roman Reigns so hard tonight, dude. They ripped off the Bloodline and Roman Reigns. They call Bronson Reed the big dog who patrols the yard. They literally called him the big dog that patrols the yard. Who was Roman Reigns before he was the tribal chief? The big dog that runs the yard. But they ripped Roman off so hard here, dude. They called Braun Breaker the dog that patrols the yard. I thought that was hilarious. But they ripped Roman off so hard, dude. But because of that, that's what made this so damn funny. And that's not all, man. They call Bronson Reed the holder of the Shoe La Fala. Like, because he took Roman's shoes, he wears it around his neck now they call it the Shoe La Fala. Like, it was already called that, but now WWE themselves is officially calling it that. That is hilarious, dude. They ripped off Roman Reigns so hard tonight with that. That was awesome, dude. Just so freaking hilarious just to kick off the night there. But then Paul Heyman obviously talks about everything that happened at SummerSlam, how Seth Rollins was the party crasher. Obviously, he cashed in on CM Punk and took CM Punk's moment, just like Seth Rollins pretty much sets out to do every damn week, literally to destroy CM Punk. I feel like that is literally one of Seth's main goals in WWE right now, is to tear down CM Punk. And obviously, Paul Heyman references what happened, obviously, on Saturday night at SummerSlam. Obviously, again, Seth cashed in on CM Punk. But then this is where what I had said just a few moments ago about is it really just Seth's faction now, because we have a new name for the faction now. It is officially confirmed, and now it has been debuted by Seth Rollins himself. He obviously goes on that this is the future, this is the present, this is the future, this is forever. Obviously, this being his faction, and then he says finally, this is the Vision. Now, there's already been leaks that it's already been obviously copyrighted, the name, by WWE themselves. So now it is official that the faction is now called The Vision, man. So pretty damn cool, man. I'm hyped for that. We'll see how that name really plays out. I think it's fine. It doesn't, it gets the job done. It puts the point across that, what they're trying to do there. So I can understand why that is the name there. I honestly kind of dig it, man. So that we don't have to call him Seth's. We don't just have to call him Seth's faction anymore. We can now call him The Vision. Now, so that's pretty cool. But then the man who was left off the card, LA Knight, comes out. Obviously, he was left off of SummerSlam, but now he is here tonight, and he says that I know exactly why you, Seth, why you decided to fake an injury, because the main things that I told you before you got injured, I would beat you and I would destroy you, basically. Those were the main things that LA Knight had told Seth Rollins, and now he throws that right back at Seth, saying that's why you decided to fake an injury, so that way, or so you could avoid me. And then LA Knight portrays the idea. He throws out the idea that tonight, me and you for the World Heavyweight Championship tonight in Brooklyn. And Seth does this whole thing. He gets the crowd riled up. You want LA Knight versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship? You want it tonight? You want it in Brooklyn in front of all these people live on Netflix? He does all that. He rumps up the crowd, and then he spits the word right in LA Knight's face, no. And then Seth walks out of the ring, but that's not all. Adam Pearce, he comes out and he makes the match official. LA Knight versus Seth Rollins live tonight in Brooklyn, which we'll get in later in the video, of course. And now it is official, LA Knight versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, they are banned from ringside, but it is live tonight for the World Heavyweight Championship. So once again, we will get into that later in this video. But let's go, man. What a great opener, man. I really enjoyed this. Debut of the Vision. They ripped off Roman Reigns, and we even got a world title match out of it, man. You can't get much better than that. Let's go. W segment. I really enjoyed this opener. Alright, everybody, next up we did have Rusev versus Sheamus in their third match. So, this match obviously did end in a disqualification. And I was, honestly, man, I'm really hyped because obviously this is setting up for a fourth match, and it's most likely going to be a no disqualification or an Extreme Rules, because they had a post-match brawl. They went out to the crowd, not too far out in the crowd, but just at the barricade, kind of Sheamus threw Rusev over the barricade, tried to hit him with the beat to the Badgerin. Eventually he was able to do it, but while he was doing it, the ref called the 10 count and the match got disqualified. But after that, we had a post-match brawl with the steel steps, the shillelagh that Sheamus has, and then a bunch of officials came out, had to break it all up. So obviously this is setting up exactly what I want out of these two. Most likely a no disqualification match or just an Extreme Rules match. And I am hyped for that, man. I feel like these two could go to absolute war if they really wanted to in a match like Extreme Rules or no disqualification, man. So very hyped about that, man. I really don't care that this match ended in a disqualification, for the reason that it's most likely setting up the no disqualification or Extreme Rules match. Obviously, when this does happen, this will be their fourth match, and obviously that looks like the route that they're taking. They've had weapons introduced practically the past two matches, this one and the one before, that these two have had. So I definitely see a world where they will be doing an Extreme Rules match or no disqualification match with these guys at some point in the future, which I am all for. So for that reason, I really did enjoy this match, for the reason that it did set up a match that in a sense of being a no disqualification or an Extreme Rules match between Rusev and Sheamus. So once again, for that reason, I did personally enjoy this. All right, next up we had Penta versus Grayson Waller, and I mean, I don't want to say it was the greatest match. I just feel like there was some pretty good spots in there, especially at the end, that I really enjoyed. So I just want to say that for sure. At the end there, Grayson Waller went for the Rolling Thunder, and when he came through the ropes, Penta hit him with a nasty super kick, dude. And I thought that was really damn cool. You guys have to go back and watch that, man. Just the whole ending sequence of this match was really good. I recommend, if you have not seen it, I recommend going back and watching that, honestly, because he hits him with that super kick after he jumps through the ropes, and then Grayson Waller rushes to the corner, to the turnbuckle, and then Penta comes over, and then he goes up, and then Grayson Waller catches him. He kind of has him in like Alabama Slam position, but then Penta hits a nasty Mexican Destroyer, dude. It was so smooth. Like, I didn't even know he was going to do something. Like, oh, dude, it was just so, it was beautiful, dude. It was a beautiful Mexican Destroyer, and that's what obviously got Penta the win here. Obviously, post-match, there was the involvement of the New Day, but Penta was able to wipe him out, and Penta even put on Xavier Woods' like big little hat thing, like big type of sombrero type of thing. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, just big old hat, and he put it on, and he did the signature Penta walk that he does. So yeah, man, that post-match, there was a post-match attack, and then there was those moves that I just mentioned, which were nasty. Like I said, that Mexican Destroyer was nasty, dude. But once again, though, inevitably Penta does pick up the win here. And again, wasn't the greatest match, but there was a few good spots in there that I kind of enjoyed. So honestly, I'll take what I can get out of that match, man. So pretty, like I said, man, not the greatest match, but there was some good spots and that I really enjoyed. So that's really all there is to it, though, man. Honestly. All right, next up, we moved in to Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, and they come out, and this sets up a match, but before the match, they had a promo, and the promo was buns, so I'm really not going to talk much about it because I genuinely think the promo was just, it was hard to sit through. It was hard to sit through, and it was not very good. But the bottom line is Judgment Day comes out, obviously Judgment Day being Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, and then Adam Pearce comes out and then makes it official that there will be a rematch for the titles tonight, and then we jump right into that match. So now we're getting into that match. So honestly, man, this match was pretty damn good. I enjoyed this match, actually. I didn't think I would enjoy it, but I enjoyed it, man. This match was pretty damn good. Again, obviously, this is a rematch from night 1 of SummerSlam, and man, this match was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. But in the end, though, the titles did stay on Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, and that's kind of expected. I mean, I did not see the Judgment Day winning these back at all, at least not right now. They'll probably win them back in the future, of course, but just not right now. I mean, they just gave them up. There's no way they're going to give them back to the Judgment Day, so I kind of figured that Alexa and Charlotte would win here, and that's awesome. Glad they retained, and I mean, I don't really know what else to say there. That's really it, man. It's just a rematch. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair won. Awesome, they retain, and we'll see what's next for the Judgment Day next week, man. I mean, but right now, I really don't know what's next for the judge as far as the women's side of the Judgment Day. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Once again, though, Alexa and Charlotte are still your tag team champions. All right, dude. What? Dude, there is just so much shenanigans going on, dude. So we jumped into Dominic Mysterio versus Dragon Lee. Non-title match, just Dominic Mysterio versus Dragon Lee, normal match. Now, this match was going good. It was going good. I think it was going good. But the thing that made this whole entire match segment the best, man, we got El Grande Americano, but not just one, not just two, three El Grande Americanos. We have the main El Grande Americano come out, and he distracts Dragon Lee, which obviously that eventually helps, or that proceeds to help Dominic get the win, but not before we have the El Grande Americano that was introduced last week come out, and then we have another one come out, which we've never seen until this week. Dude, there were so many El Grande Americanos, dude, but that's what made this match awesome. I don't give a fuck. These El Grandes, they are what made this match fire, dude. We're getting an El Grande Americano Battle Royal at some point. I don't care what you say. It's gonna be a fight to see who the best El Grande Americano is at some point in the future, and I am digging it, man. Keep bringing all the El Grandes in, man. Keep bringing them all into the WWE. We need all the El Grandes we can get, dude. They're what made this match fire. You can't even lie. Dude, honestly, just so many El Grandes, and I'm honestly loving it. I really am. I'm really enjoying all these El Grandes, dude. It's funny, and it's hilarious. It's funny. It's amazing. There's a mix of multiple things to describe all these El Grandes, man. But inevitably, man, it is just awesome. But as far as the match goes, obviously Dominic Mysterio does pick up the win here on Dragon Lee. Afterwards, though, AJ Styles comes out and attacks Dominic. Tried to hit him with the boot, just like Dominic did to him at SummerSlam, but Dominic was able to get out of the ring before that happened. So obviously, we're also continuing the whole AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio thing as well. But yeah, man, honestly, dude, keep bringing all the El Grande Americanos. I am loving them all. Just keep bringing a bunch more, man, honestly. Y'all, I just have a question. Has SummerSlam even ended, dude? Dude, the action is still coming, and it's coming in hot, man. We just had a crazy promo battle between Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. So let's break this down, man. So Becky Lynch comes out first. She says, obviously, I sat Lyra down. Lyra can never challenge me again, basically, because obviously that was the stipulation at SummerSlam that if Lyra lost, she would never be able to face Becky Lynch while she has the Intercontinental title again. Obviously, Lyra lost, so now we're here. But then Becky Lynch throws out the idea that, well, we gotta figure out, who's next for the man. Who is next to come after my Intercontinental title, basically. And then Nikki Bella comes out, man, and this is where things get heated, man. So Nikki Bella comes out and says that I remember when I met you, you were basically somebody that was going to be somebody that I can trust to watch after the women's division and keep it running for a while. But then she says, but Becky, you've turned out to be such a disappointment, dude. So already, man, throwing shade at Becky, man. So already there, heated. Already right there, heated promo. But it gets even more heated, man. So we go from that, and then Nikki proceeds to talk about Becky's husband, obviously Becky's husband, Seth Rollins. She says, Becky, we all bought your husband's lies, but we didn't, but nobody bought your BS. And then once again, bro, like, we're like, what? Like, what are we witnessing, bro? This promo battle was fire. And that's not even the best part, man. Because then Becky says, you know, don't talk about me and my hot husband. And then she says, well, Becky says that me and my hot husband, we are the greatest wrestling couple. And then this is where things get heated, man. She says that, well, I mean, I could say the same for you, but oh, you can't see me. You already know where this is going, bro. Becky Lynch threw shade at Nikki Bella and John Cena, dude. Dude, the crowd reaction was absolutely insane, dude. This crowd reaction was insane for this, dude. And I didn't even know if it was going off script at that point, man. I thought, is this kind of like the Charlotte and Tiffany Stratton type of thing? I don't know, man. But dude, Becky threw some shade at Nikki, man, and just off that line, Becky definitely won this promo battle, dude. That was crazy. But then obviously Nikki says that, well, why don't you put your Intercontinental title on the line? But then Becky punches her and then gets out of the ring, and that's that, man. But what a promo, dude. This was fire. That's what I'm saying, man. Is SummerSlam even over? The action is still coming, and it's coming in hot. But the main takeaway from this, well, what a heated promo. Definitely, I would go back and watch that, honestly. I would definitely go back and watch that if I were you. But the main takeaway here is we're most likely going to be getting Nikki versus Becky Lynch at some point for the Women's Intercontinental title. But man, I cannot wait for even more promo battles between these two, and I honestly cannot even wait for the match now, honestly. But heated promo. Becky definitely won, though, off that John Cena comment, dude. She definitely won that just from that, man, honestly. But once again, man, overall, pretty damn good promo, man. You cannot say it was bad at all, man. It was freaking fire. Yo, what a main event, dude. LA Knight versus Seth Rollins, man. It's not even the match that makes this main event so good, man. It's the things that actually happened. It's the outside interferences, obviously, man. First we make it to the outside of the ring, and Seth Rollins, he tears up the padding that is at ringside, and he's looking to go for a stomp onto LA Knight onto that hard ground. That does not happen because CM Punk comes out and he attacks Seth Rollins. This causes a disqualification. Obviously, CM Punk is furious at Seth Rollins for everything that he did to him just in the past and what he did to him at SummerSlam because he cashed in on him and took his World Heavyweight title off of him. And so now CM Punk, with all this aggression, he's not even worried about LA Knight. He is just focused on Seth Rollins. In fact, LA Knight tried to stop him, just, to be like, hey, why, you just screwed me. But CM Punk just wanted to get his hands on Rollins, so he kept on going over to Rollins to attack him. But eventually both men get slayed because Seth Rollins' faction, the rest of the Vision comes out, and they attack LA Knight and CM Punk, and then we are left with, we thought the show was done, we thought nothing else was gonna happen, but then put those ones to the sky because the OTC is here. Roman Reigns comes out, man, and literally I thought the show was over because the credits came up, the whole copyright, all that trademark stuff came up, but then Roman Reigns comes out, and I was shocked. I didn't even expect Reigns to come out, man. So Reigns comes out, he attacks Rollins and the rest of the Vision, and eventually, though, that also comes to an end when Rollins does hit a nasty stomp onto Roman Reigns. That takes Roman out. Then we get, I think it was it 3 tsunamis delivered to Roman Reigns by Bronson Reed? And then that's not even all, man. Roman Reigns' shoes get stolen again by the Tribal Thief. That's what they're calling Bronson Reed now, the Tribal Thief. Roman's shoes get stolen again, dude. Like, what is happening? I don't know, dude. This is wild, man. This main event scene, world title picture is getting crazy, and this whole shoe LaFala is getting crazy as well, bro. He stole another pair of Roman's shoes, dude. What are we doing? Come on. Bronson Reed's about to be rich as hell, man. He is about to be so rich, dude. He just robbed Roman Reigns once again, dude. But as always, man, this main event, dude, was awesome. The world title picture is heated. And man, this episode of Raw felt like SummerSlam again, man. It felt like 3 nights of SummerSlam. It was awesome. It was such a banger, man. Let me know what y'all think about this Raw down in the comments below. But before I get out of here, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you made it this far, be sure to drop the word The Vision. Drop the word, or not the word, the name, The Vision, down in the comments below, because that tells me that you have made it this far, man. But like I said, man, I enjoyed this Raw. Once again, leave me all your thoughts down in the comments below. I don't know if I already said it, but once again, go follow the socials. Links to those in the description of this video.